Welcome back to New Rockstars, I'm Erik Voss, and Shang-Chi and the Legend of the Ten Rings' biggest enduring mystery was its beastly antagonist, the Dweller in Darkness, aka Mega Soul Sucker. It's not just the sucking that's mega, it's the soul that it sucks, champ. Mysterious not only for being a giant tentacled kaiju demon from another dimension introduced late in the movie given no name other than what its victims call it, but really for the way it telepathically manipulates powerful people by disguising itself as the voice of loved ones. Making many wonder, oh wait a minute, didn't Wanda Maximoff in the WandaVision post-credits scene hear a very similar disembodied voice? Tell us the truth, Wanda, you heard a giant soul-sucking dragon, didn't you? Well, I actually do think both WandaVision and Shang-Chi are setting up the same Marvel title, Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, but now I believe this connection could be the missing link. So did Wanda actually hear that squid demon who just wants to give the world a big kiss? Maybe, but I actually think what she heard goes beyond what we saw in Shang-Chi. By the way, you gotta check out our new Shang-Chi inspired Great Protector shirt at newrockstarsmerch.com. This is the 8th latest obsession design of collectible shirts, and it's the best way you can support what we do here at New Rockstars. This shirt is inspired by classic Chinese art and the climactic battle from the Shang-Chi film, but this is a limited edition shirt, so you gotta grab yours now before they're gone at newrockstarsmerch.com. Okay, let's break down everything Shang-Chi told us about this otherworldly threat. Wenwu tells Shang-Chi and Xialing that he plans to find the Ta Lo village to free his wife Li from a cave in the mountains, saying, "I was sitting right here in this seat, deep in my research, and she spoke to me. It's like she was standing in this room. I could feel her breath on my cheek and her hand on my back. She told me she needed my help." And then later, when Shang-Chi and Xialing arrive to Ta Lo, Nan explains that her people had guarded the Dark Gate for 4,000 years, that the realm of Ta Lo used to have, quote, cities that surpass any in your universe, until the attack of the Dweller in Darkness. He came with his army, devouring every soul in their path, and with each kill they grew stronger. After decimating our largest cities, they were headed to your universe to do the same. The leaders of Ta Lo sent their strongest warriors here to stop them from reaching the portal to your world, but our ancestors were no match for them, until the Great Protector joined the fight and turned the tide. Together they pushed the Dweller and his army into the Dark Gate and locked him behind it. And then shortly after, Nan says, "Your father isn't the first to come here and open the Dark Gate. Many have tried and failed over the centuries, and they all had one thing in common. They were lured here by the voice of something on the other side, a voice that promised them their greatest desires." And then, while sitting in a study, Wenwu suddenly looks over and sees a vision of his late wife Li, who says, "We will be reunited soon." And then when Wenwu makes it to the Dark Gate, the voice tells him, "Save me," to which Wenwu responds, "I'm coming, my love," and then begins punching the gate, releasing soul-sucker drones. His son returns to fight him, Shang-Chi takes possession of the rings, and then the gate shakes and the voice begs, "Release me, release me," more desperate this time, and then the giant mega soul-sucker bursts out. But we never again hear the voice of Li, presumably because at that point the beast has already revealed its true form. But I do find it interesting that throughout this battle, it never even tries to use its telepathy to communicate with or to deceive or taunt or confuse its prospective prey. What a valuable asset to have as a predator. You can tell these people anything to confuse the hell out of them as you try to suck their souls out. This creature essentially went from a super sophisticated higher intelligence behind the gate to just a typical thrashing, idiotic, hungry hippo kaiju monster once it got out. I am just saying it is possible that the voice Wenwu heard was not that mega soul sucker creature itself, but that the true dweller or dwellers in darkness might be some entity who wrangles this beast, who unleashed this beast, the way the monstrous Alioth in Loki was revealed to be the attack dog of a string puller, the Kang variant He Who Remains. But before we continue, this video is sponsored by ExpressVPN. The 5th season of Rick and Morty just wrapped up, and if you're looking to binge all of the episodes, you could do that for free if you live in the UK. If you don't live in the UK, ExpressVPN can help. ExpressVPN is a virtual private network that encrypts your data to keep it from being stolen or tracked and can grant you access to blocked content. You can open yourself to whole new libraries of content without having to pay for a new streaming service. ExpressVPN allows you to reroute your connection to a server in a country of your choice, making geo-restrictions a thing of the past. Reroute your connection to the UK and watch Rick and Morty for free, or European friends can do the reverse and enjoy all of our US-only content. ExpressVPN is also helpful for preventing your online data from being stolen or monitored without your knowledge. I like how easy ExpressVPN is to use. No confusion confusion, no wasted time, and the whole thing runs fast. Just fire up the app and connect with just one click. It's a top-rated VPN provider, rated #1 by TechRadar, CNET, and many more. Find out how you can get 3 months of ExpressVPN for free by visiting expressvpn.com/newrockstars or clicking the link in the description below. Now, on the WandaVision side of all this, Wanda does hear the voices of her sons in almost the exact same way. Billy and Tommy's voices call out to her in distress, begging, "Save us," with the same poltergeisty audio distortion to suggest they're coming from another dimension. Like Wenwu, Wanda hears them suddenly in this room as if they're right beside her, and she hears them as she's in the middle of research. When Wu was flipping through the journals in which he compiled ancient documents about Ta Lo, Wanda was flipping through the Darkhold, the ancient spellbook of Marvel lore. Now, earlier I underlined Non using the term your universe repeatedly to remind us that she was talking about this entity coming from a separate universe within the Marvel multiverse. And as Wanda's astral form reads through the Darkhold, beneath that book, Wanda's red chaos magic forms a flat disc, similar to the golden discs of eldritch magic formed by the mystic sorcerers of Doctor Strange's network. And floating around Wanda are 3 spinning globes, which I think represent distinct worlds or universes that Wanda is searching for her children in. The globes spin around her head as lower on her body, rings of red magic float around her. And notice, on those ring paths, there is a 4th red globe hovering just to the right of the open Darkhold. Her left hand seems to be conjuring that one, while her right hand, held higher up, seems to be spinning the other 3 over her head. Now, why is this imagery important? And why am I only bringing it up now? Well, I pointed out in my Spider-Man No Way Home trailer breakdown that Doctor Strange's spell uses eldritch magic with 4 rings that orbit him, spinning chaotically, physically colliding to represent separate universes crossing over into each other in that movie. And in this WandaVision scene, that 4th orb floats leftward into the Darkhold, and that is the moment Wanda hears what she thinks is her sons. And now, after Shang-Chi, I think that voice was the dweller in darkness, but not his savage lapdog, but whatever voice dwells in the darkness beyond. And I think this contextualizes that beacon hidden in the rings in the post-credit scene. Wang formed eldritch magic projections of the rings, and he collided those projections into each other, layering them, and then discovered the beacon. A beacon that he said only activated when Shang-Chi used the rings to slay the Mega Soul Sucker, an interdimensional beast that did not belong in this universe. That beacon is alerting whoever dwells in darkness still that, to paraphrase Thor in Avengers, this realm is ready for a higher form of war. A war that we will see in Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, which Benedict Cumberbatch recently teased will rival Spider-Man Far From Home as the most ambitious superhero film of all time. Now, it is too soon to say what that dweller is. Marvel's What If is hinting at some recurring tentacled beast from another dimension, which does seem to correspond with the speculation that the Elder God Shuma-Gorath could appear in Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness. Of course, I've speculated other demonic figures like Chthon, Nightmare, Mephisto, but whoever it ends up being, what is more alarming now that we've discovered is that the latest soul they have sucked is that of the Scarlet Witch. And as far as souls go, that's a pretty mega one. Follow me on Instagram and Twitter at EA Voss. Follow and subscribe to New Rockstars for analysis of everything you love. Thank you for watching. Bye.